Yeah, it's time to come out of the shadows. Hey, when your children leave the nest, did you ever envision life being the way that it is? And now you're taking that next step. What do that look like for you? And now, another snippet is, you cannot use your kids as an excuse. Especially when you're married, right? On Thursday, me and my wife dropped our daughter Lyrica off at Kennesaw State. She drove, my wife rode with her, and I drove my wife's car. I tried my best as a father to not get emotional, because I know from a father perspective, I raised her with the life skills that I didn't have. So it's no excuses for her to not succeed from the life experiences that I've given her, as well as my wife. So we drop her off while we was on 75. My wife called her and said, do you need anything? And Lyrica said, yeah, I forgot to get this. And my wife was like, turn back around. I said, I'm not turning back around in this 75 traffic. She gonna have to get it for herself. She gonna have to understand everything that we taught her. This is the part that we was preparing her for. But one thing that I realized as a man, I was inconsiderate and insensitive of how my wife felt. Not thinking about Lyrica came out of her. So it's a different type of feeling. You know, I come from a place where you had to be strong all the time. And my wife, you know, she's had her stories where she had to be strong here and there, right? So I was insensitive. So I took all this week off to reconnect with my wife, because she was feeling down, and every second and minute and hour she was calling our daughter. And I said, well, you do know that we have a location? And she was like, how you do that? So I showed her. When that dot was moving everywhere, oh my goodness, Hakeem, she's here, she's there, call her. I said, I'm not calling her. She's okay. I'm gonna let her call me. So with that being said, what I learned, and so many people have told me this, but I never really thought about it, is as parents, we spend so much time and we focus so much on our kids that someone is getting left out. And for me, in my situation, I feel like my wife was left out, because we focus so much on our daughter, right? And not knowing that it could be some jealousy there, because she sees so much time and focus that I'm pouring into our daughter, that she wanted that same thing, right? And rightfully so, she deserved that. But as parents, we focus sometimes on one thing. So once again, I took the rest of the week off so I could reconnect with my wife, because there's so many people use their kids as excuses or a scapegoat. Now, I can't even use our daughter as an excuse. When times when our marriage didn't go like how I wanted it to, and she even said, don't be with me just because of our daughter. But coming from where I come from, not having both parents, my daughter was my why. So once again, through those times where I was like, I'm ready to leave, my daughter just reminded me of why it's so important to still be there. So for me, I took my pride to the side. So for the parents that don't have any more children at home currently, but they still doing their thing, man, just keep focusing on yourself. Keep pushing yourself. And it's not over for you. So when you feeling sad, you feeling down, you feeling like, man, they don't love me anymore, They do. Like for my daughter, she called me for certain things, and she called our wife, well, my wife for certain things, right? But she called me like about a life lesson, and she like, Daddy, Mama just keep calling me so much. I said, well, when you have your own children, then you'll understand why. You'll understand why she feels that way. I said, you know, when you call us about certain things, when things are not going your way, or people is trying to bully you or trying to talk bad about you, and we always there for you, and we always comfort you, we always nurture you, we always give you life skills. She said, yes, sir. I said, it's the same way how your mother feel. So have some grace, because you have something that me and her never had, and that's resources. Think about it. You always call Daddy for something. Oh, hey, Daddy, how you doing? How you doing? Hold on. I already know what that means. Any fathers get a call from their daughter. Hey, how my favorite dad doing? She's looking to for you to spend your money. So for the parents, once again, be encouraged that you're not alone. And when you're feeling bad, have a support group. People that actually have experienced this. They can give you some pointers. Of course, it's from God, but they giving you different ways of how they cope with certain things, and they stay busy. So stay active and don't give up on yourself. And to the parents that doing their thing, keep doing, keep striving, keep elevating yourself, keep not conforming to the world. So I just wanted to share that story to encourage the parents that feel like, man, I did everything I could. Now it's time for them to fly. It's time for your children to fly, because you already laid the nest down. You already gave them the life skills. Now it's time for them to live their life. And you know the slogan. He know the slogan. She know the slogan. The little kids even know the slogan. Get out of your way. Be great.